Hello again, everyone. Arnold Schwartz, Certified Personal Trainer at the SYJCC with part 2. I'm going to show you some things that I did not get around to showing you last time. Last time I kind of went a little easy on you. Today we're going to do a little bit more challenging things because we'll be using our legs. They require oxygen and blood to a greater degree, so it's going to put more stress on your cardiovascular system, but we'll modify it just like we did the other routines as well. But first, I just want to talk about a few principles that I firmly believe in for training. For one thing, the NIH, National Institutes of Health, and the American College of Sports Medicine, they both have said for years now that if you follow a routine, a regimen of 150 hours a week of moderate aerobic exercise, that could mean walking at a decent clip, not strolling, not running, purposeful, I'd call it, walking. And then twice a week with some resistance training, that would be the ideal to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to be physically fit. And there are studies, one in particular, it's a big meta study, which combines lots of studies with over, well, a couple of 100,000 subjects, indicating that those people who follow those guidelines will live on average 4.5 years longer. And presumably those are healthier years to begin with. The other thing, and I alluded to this last time, is when we do exercise, whether it's curls or whatever it is, we want to start fairly light, but you want to get to a point where you are working. You just don't want to throw weights around and count to 15 and say, okay, I'm done. You want to pay attention to how you feel. And what I always like to tell my clients is you need to get comfortable with feeling a little uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable, depending upon how you are. Everyone handles that a little bit differently. So Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, in fact, if he's doing a set of 15, the first 12 or whatever it is don't mean anything. It's the last 3 where the magic happens, where you're working hard. And there are scientific reasons for that, which I could go into, but I think that would be belaboring the point. Suffice it to say, there are very valid scientific reasons why that kind of workout will, in the long run, work for you. It's going to mean the difference, if you're physically fit, of being on a tour bus at the Grand Canyon and looking out a window, as opposed to getting out, getting down, and hiking in a little bit. It's a totally different experience. So, for example, I'm going to show you an example of what I mean by increasing the resistance as you go, getting close to the point of failure. I was saying earlier, last time, it should be a little harder. I was going easy. You really, if you're up to it, you really want to get to a point where we call it maximum muscle failure, MMF. For most of us, that's a little too much. But let me just show you what it looks like. So here I have 2 30-pound dumbbells. So this will help me get to where I want to be sooner. Normally, I might not use this level of weight. But I'll show you what it looks like, how it's supposed to feel to get the maximum effort. So we're curling. So at the beginning, it's not too bad. I'm keeping my arms at my sides the way I described in the previous video. I'm at 5, it's getting harder now. And you never want to break form. You do this until your form gets to be harder. And if your form starts to break down, like it's almost doing now, you know you've done enough. And last one. It's a beautiful day today, so welcome to my outdoor gym. Today, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to focus on lower body. Really arguably, along with core, the most consequential muscle groups for just getting around in the world. We did upper body the other day, and that's great too, but this helps us ambulate and get around, so it's very important. What we'll be doing is all functional, which means any exercise movements we do will be the same movements that we do in everyday life. So let's begin. Okay, so let's start with a few warm-ups. This first one is a straddle jump. More often in the gym, what I'll do with my clients is we'll lay down a couple of pads and skip over the pads. You could use anything. I have some sticks laid out here. It's just as a guide, and it just looks like this. Now, one cue I give to my clients is right there in the middle, between the two sticks, is a bed of hot coals. You don't want to be spending time there like this, right? So you want to skip through that quickly. And just do one more. Okay, that's one. It's the fourth take, so I'm a little tired. Second one we like to do is cross-stepping to add agility to what we do. And this would be ordinarily done in the basketball gym. And we're just stepping forward and back. If you have a long run, better. I don't have a lot of room, but I'll show you what it looks like. Good practice if you're going to a wedding soon. But not so soon, I'm sure. And so on. So today we're going to do some leg exercises, and I'm not going to show you a routine of exercises, rather individual ones. You can mix and match, do what you like, so that you don't have to remember now which one do I do and how do I do. This way you'll have a library of exercises you could do. Substitute one or the other, or do them all. So the first one is just simply step-ups. Use some surface that you have in the gym. We have the bridge that we put across, the risers. Use something you might have at home, even on a staircase, the bottom step you could try. So we're just stepping. Now, if you like, you could add a balance component. You do them with or without weights. They kind of like a counterbalance a little bit. And last one. Okay, so this is a ball squat. We use a exercise ball in the lumbar area of our back. So give us back support. We'll show something without that as well. The idea is just simply to keep your chest up as always. Your back is straight. You're not bending over. You're maintaining a straight posture, coming straight down. And you want to come as close to horizontal as you can. If you want to go just to here, if that's all you can do, that's fine. This is focusing on your quads primarily. Your other muscle groups in your legs are also working, but the quads take the brunt of it this time. Okay, so now this is a goblet squat. We usually use a kettlebell. You could use a dumbbell if you like. Your feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. actually facing outwards a little bit. And same principle, back is straight, chest is straight, and we just come down and we come up. That's my dog. Again, we're looking to get down parallel to the ground. If that's too hard, you stop, come up, stop, come up. You can vary the amount of the weight you're holding. This is only 15 pounds, it's not too bad. Now, if you're afraid that you might fall backwards, how about trying this? Follow me over here. Do it in front of a bench of some kind. Same position, and you sit down without sitting down. But this way, if you lose control, you could sit. You could do it that way as well. Here's a real easy exercise anyone could do at home. It's called sit to stand. I've got a jar of ragu. You could use anything. In the gym, we use a ball, 8-pound, 10-pound ball. Use anything you like. Basically, we're just trying to teach ourselves how to stand without using our arms, just to get straight up. And we're standing, again, notice we're standing straight up. We are not doing that to the best of our ability. We're just using our hamstrings, some glutes, and of course some quads as well. All right, now we're going to continue. If we want to do, remember we did some step-ups with a kick before. If we want to add a little more balance, we could do something like this. We start here, and we just meet in the middle. And we'll do 10 of those, okay? Third one, we'll do some lunges. There are two kinds of lunges we can do, actually more than that, but I'll show you two. One is a static lunge where you're in place. Your legs are front to back, and you just, again, you don't bend over, you sit straight down. Come up. You're forming a right angle with your front leg, and your back leg is coming parallel to the ground. You could use whatever weight you like. And we'll do one more. Okay, second one. Ordinarily I would do the other leg too, but again, in the interest of time and fitness, I'm just doing the one. The other one is where you actually step into it. So it looks like this. I'll do one more. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the glutes, and these are called glute bridges. The glutes, for those who don't know, is the largest muscle group in the body. Very powerful, very important for climbing stairs. You're on vacation, you want to climb somewhere, or you're going to walk up steps carrying groceries, things like that. Very helpful. So I'll show you two ways to do that. First one is just a simple push up like that. And when you get to the top, you squeeze those glutes. And as with all these exercises I've been showing today, anywhere from 10 to 15. You could do 1 set, you could do 2 sets, depends how you feel. So this is 15 right here. Now, by the way, this also does the hamstring somewhat. Now, let's say that was too easy. You want to make it a little harder. So you get an object that's a little higher, such as this ball. And you do the same thing again. Now you're going up a little higher, getting a little more flexion in the glutes. And remember, we're squeezing. This is 10. We'll go 5 more. And that's glutes. Okay, so one more. We're going to do the calf muscle, otherwise known as the gastrocnemius. It's larger of the 2 muscles down in your calf. I'm here on the bottom step of the staircase. A little safer than being on the top one, so let's start it here. We have something to hold on to. And we're going to go like so. We're going to just have our 4 feet on the tread. We're going to go up as high as we can. Pause, come down just a little bit below neutral. We don't want to go too far down. I'm a little concerned about stretching out that Achilles a little bit too much. So just a little bit down. A few more. 15. Okay, so that's the calf muscle exercise. So that's it for now. And remember, any of these exercises we've done in either video, just make sure you give yourself 48 hours in between exercises for the same muscle group. Give them a chance to recover and get you ready for the next time that you're going to exercise those muscles. So long.